Hi guys, it's Mindy the naturopath here. Today I just wanted to have a quick chat to you about how to keep your body nice and smooth and your skin nice and moist during the winter, because obviously it's winter here in Australia. We're in June and we've had a very cold start to the year. We're in Victoria here on the southern part of Australia, but anywhere in the world really, when you get drier skin during different weather patterns or just with lifestyle things, it's really nice to have some options that are natural and healthy for your skin. Obviously we need to make sure that we are looking after our skin internally, and that includes making sure your microbiome or your gut is healthy, and there's a whole lot of tips that I'll be talking about later about that for you, so stay tuned for those little tidbits and information that I'm going to be sharing with you in the future, because the gut is the epicenter of health and wellness and glowing skin. But when it comes to hands, body, that type of thing, obviously they're environmentally impacted by weather, by changes in your day routine as well. So just like many of you, I'm a mum. Many of you may not be mums, but you may have busy lives as well. That means that my hands are constantly being used for things like washing up, cleaning, doing things like that. So they do take a bit of a brunt. Excuse my nails, they don't get done very often. I work on people's bodies in my practice as well, doing some physical therapy. So I have to keep my nails short. So I really don't get that kind of time to paint them and things like that. But anyway, my skin is more important than anything, and as you can see, I haven't done them today because I wanted to show you the difference of what it looks like when I make my hands moisturized for you. But I like all-rounders. I'm someone who likes to just be able to grab one product that does everything for me. I'm not someone who wants to have 10 different hand creams to use in different conditions, that type of thing. So I like a product that does what it needs to do for my skin, so I can quickly grab it and rub it in. Now, I'm prone to drier skin. If you're prone to more oily skin, you'll probably want the other product I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to start with my all-rounder that I have on hand for my family and for myself and for everybody basically all the time. And it is a balm. So balms have kind of a greasy consistency because they are oil-based. But this one is a nutrient-rich conditioning balm that is made from plants and greens that we would eat almost. So things like blueberry, there's rosehip, there's cucumber oil, there's shea butter, sunflower, beeswax, there's alfalfa grass, which we know we have alfalfa grass in those shots, you know, of green juice. Microgreens often have that too. Pomegranate seed oil, oh, one of my absolute faves. And also cranberry seeds. So what this is called is Green Juice Skin Rescue Balm. Now, before I go any further, I just want to let you know that I'm not endorsed by Skin Juice to talk about their products. This is not something I do to try and sell the products. It is just me sharing with you some information based on products that work for me and my family. Okay, so Green Juice Skin Rescue Balm, it comes in different sizes. You can get a small little lip balmy one that I use as a lip balm. I don't think I've got one just on me, but it's beautiful in size. It's just like a little stick and it pops up, and great for the handbag to take around as well. You can also get a little 50ml one. This is our mega tubs, and these are 200ml. So nice and big, they'll last you a lifetime. So inside, and you can see it's only just been used a little bit, we have this beautiful green balm. It's very green and it smells like cucumbers, like fresh, vibrant, like a smoothie, like a green smoothie, but it's really fresh smelling. So it doesn't smell like it's going to be oily or greasy. Now what I like to do, my hands, I just want to show you my hands. That's one hand. My other hand I can't lift up that high because I have got an injury to my arm, but that's my left hand. You can see that it's quite dry. It's looking a little bit aged today because I haven't used the balm on my skin. But basically before I like to start my day, I like to rub this in. So you just get like a pea-sized amount like that, and you want to warm it up between, I warm it up between my fingers like this. And then you're going to place it on the back of the hands like that. I work my way up the arm a little bit. And then you're going to start rubbing it in. It comes on green, but it goes clear. And I'm going to show you the difference. Once I've rubbed it in, it's instant. Now this beautiful balm can be used for skin irritations as well. Things like eczema, things like dermatitis. It's brilliant for that type of stuff because it not only nourishes the skin, but it also forms a protective layer around the skin. So this actually is soaking into my skin beautifully, and you can see, you'll see in a minute when I show you that it's forming a protective layer on my skin like a sheen. So that's going to stop any impurities coming in. That pomegranate seed oil, which I'll talk about later for you as well, is what we call a vermifuge, which means that it is resistant to microbes, basically pathogens. So it will actually protect you from skin microbes that are pathogenic or nasty in nature. So I've just rubbed that in. My hands smell so fresh, like a garden, almost like I've just put my hands in a green smoothie. So feed your skin greens is basically what the marketing strategy of Skin Juice is. But here is my hand after applying that green balm. So I hope you could see the difference compared to how dry it was literally 10 seconds ago. It's so much smoother now that I've applied that, and it feels so much better. Now the beautiful thing about this is that you're not applying, you know, like those awful oils, those ones that's the instant repair creams and all of that have a whole lot of petrochemicals in them. This is all nature based, and all the ingredients are written on the back of the tub. So you know exactly what you're putting into your skin. And when we say all natural, basically everything in the world is natural. So that's a bit of a misdemeanor, but natural means it's just in its natural state. So when they say there's organic cucumber juice in here, that's what they're using. Obviously for any product that sits on the shelf, there needs to be some preservatives and stuff to hold it, but there are better ways to preserve things than using some of the chemicals that are in other types of hand creams. When I grew up as a child, we used to have things like Vaseline, which is basically a petrochemical, and that was what people rubbed into their hands. I couldn't imagine doing that to my skin. All right, so that's my protective balm. I always have it on hand when the kids get a bit of wind burn around their mouth, which does happen this time of year. They'll get a bit red and irritated. Straight to the green juice. It's safe to put on the face. You can use it as a moisturizer on your face as well. That's how durable this beautiful natural skin rescue balm is. All right, the other one that I use for the body is a handmade one. I like to make creams. I do a lot of herbal creams, being a naturopath as well. But this one is something that anybody can make depending on their skin type. I use a lot of doTERRA products because they have batch numbers on their oils, not because I'm, you know, brand preference. What I like is the fact that they have their batch numbers and they're sourced ethically. So they're the two things that I look for, and their oils are of utmost quality. So what I like about using essential oils in your skincare, especially for your body, is that it allows them to do their pure work. So in herbal medicine, we have a lot of herbs that have all of their different constituents or what they're made up of. And a lot of them have essential oils as a constituent in the whole plant. So an essential oil from, say, doTERRA is a component of that plant. So we know that it's extracted, say this lavender bottle here, by steam distilling. So the oil rises to the top, and then that's used as the essential oil of the plant. But their properties, the healing properties of these constituents can also be applied. And they do, they're fantastic quality, second to none. They actually get batch tested regularly to ensure there's no impurities in them, and that's the reason why I choose them. All right, so I've just got a recycled bottle of one of my Antipodes skincare products. It's a glass bottle, they're very good quality. And I've just put some of this lotion base. It is a doTERRA lotion base. All the ingredients are listed on the back, just just love that. So I know exactly what's going into my skin. It's mostly things like macadamia seed oil. There's a bit of vitamin E. There's even tomato fruit extract in there, argan oil. There's olive oil. So it's quite a good combination of beautiful skin products. Now it's called hand and body lotion, and it doesn't have any scent in it at all. It's just a base. So you can get those on the doTERRA site or from your seller of doTERRA. And what I do is I squeeze some into this jar. So however much you want to squeeze in. I'm just going to do that for you now. You'll see it coming out, and it's white. And let's just say that I've squeezed it to fill the jar halfway up. I've already got some in there. You see that there? And then you can add essential oils that you think are going to benefit your skin. So obviously lavender is a go-to for me because it's calming. So lavender is a very, very good herbal medicine for things like anxiety, sleeplessness, restlessness. But on the skin, its wound healing properties help it to work really well too, because it calms and helps the skin to knit back together. So often you'll use lavender for things like a burn or a blister, as long as it's not an open wound. So what I do is I then get my essential oil, my lavender in particular, and I'll put 2, 3, 4, 5 drops in there. And then I will add some other essential oils as well. So another one that I love for the skin, my skin can get quite red. So I use this on my body, my skin can get quite red. I'm quite pale and quite white. So my skin will get red if I've been in the sun, or it will get red if I've, you know, overexerted myself or irritated it in some way with a cleaning product my skin doesn't like or anything like that. So I need something that's going to calm my skin down and help my skin to heal. And I love using chamomile, particularly the Roman chamomile from doTERRA. Not only does it smell amazing, but it's really good at healing rashes and calming things down as well. Both these together can be used for anxiety and calming the nervous system down, which we know our skin is made up of lots of nerves and is highly sensitive to our environment. So that's very strong when you open that up. It's so lovely, that smell of those beautiful botanicals from that chamomile. So I'm just going to put 1, 2 drops in there because you don't want to overpower that lavender. Now the other one that I like to use for my body is something called Blue Tansy. Blue Tansy is a very unique, special essential oil, but it's really, really good for clarifying and healing the skin. So I love it because it's anti-aging, because it has some of those antimicrobials in it, but it's also got that blue in there so that if you have redness of the skin, I'm just going to open that up, it can be quite calming because that bluish hue actually naturally starts to calm that redness down. Oh, it smells really earthy, really botanical and floral, and it's really strong. This is a pure essential oil, so it's going to come out quite blue. I'm just going to show you. So I pop a drop, there we go, in there. Now I'm going to show you that drop. Can you see that blue sitting in that jar there? It's really, really blue, isn't it? So that gets mixed around. You can use your finger to do that, it doesn't matter. And we have that lovely combination of essential oils with that base there. Now have a look at the color of that lotion, and it smells just so divine. So I'm going to pop like a little bit of that on my skin, say. I'm going to put it on my neck here. Oh, and you can see, I can feel that, how calming that is to my skin. So it's already trying to ease that redness, trying to ease any of those dry patches, and it goes on so lightly. It's a beautiful light lotion too for everyday wear. So after a shower, I love to apply this to my arms, to my shoulders, you know, to my neck and my chest area here, because this is very sensitive to the elements and it just helps everything to stay nice and youthful. You can even use it as a hand cream. I do find that my balm is a little bit more robust for my daily use on my hands. So you can see now it's been a few minutes since I put that skin juice on my hands, this one, and my hands are looking really, really good, and that will last me all the way through till late afternoon today. All right, so that's just some of my body care tips that we can do naturally using some products around us that you can get easily online. They're available to you. If you have any questions about those products, or you want to know anything more about those, let me know. But generally I just like to share what works and what's natural, because if you have an alternative to the chemicals that you're using in your life, this is what's better for you and your family. You know, low tox all the way. Thanks guys.